Now we head to the outskirts of Tucson, Arizona, where a home's been built like a bridge.
Our house was built in two parts. And its reason for being is there's an arroyo that comes right through the middle of the house.
And as the arroyo is prone to flash floods, the bridge is an essential link. On one side, Wallach built what he calls the public area, like the open-plan, split-level living room. While on the other side of the bridge are the more private spaces, like the bedrooms. Everywhere, though, wood and stone is used, maintaining a natural feel to the house, while wide glass windows look out onto the surrounding landscape.
This house is all about blurring the distinction between the inside and outside. So the materials of the roof extend out through the glass and continue on. Floors continue out through.
Building his home over the arroyo wasn't the only challenge Wallach faced. The 3-acre plot of land is also covered in legally protected 200-year-old saguaro cacti. They couldn't be chopped down, and all the buildings had to be designed around them. Most people would have run away from such a restrictive location, but not Wallach. He wanted to incorporate them into his design.
Well, the first thing we did was get an aerial photograph. And it turns out the saguaros that you see around the property are really great markers. And then I looked for areas that were more cleared and had less vegetation.
Deliberately shaping the home around the cacti and an arroyo meant an extremely odd layout. But look up and you'll notice the roof isn't exactly normal either.
I designed a big sky hole in the roof like a horizontal window because the mountain was way above and would be very visible and framed like a painting.
Wallach even deliberately cut another hole in the roof for a tree to grow through.
That mesquite tree was much smaller when we built the house, but I thought I should put a big hole that when it did grow up, that it would have a place to go and that it would have plenty of light. So that was the idea.
There's a lot of holes in this roof, but there's still a lot of roof left to protect the house.
Well, one of the things I've learned over the years is to have the roof be substantially bigger than the floor area of the building below it. So the roof here is well over maybe 2.5 times the floor area of the house, and it's worked out great.
The giant roof acts like a sun visor, shading the rooms and keeping them cool. With its wide but low roofline and massive glass walls, the Arroyo House blends so well into the surrounding terrain, it's easy to forget you're at the city limits of Tucson.
One idea is that it's sort of like through the looking glass. You walk through into another world. You leave the automobile behind, the busyness of the world behind, and enter into tranquility.